Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim taslima. Brothers and sisters, this is from Stories of Sahaba, Razillahu anhum ajmain. Surah Hudaybiyah you have listened already. The truce of Hudaybiyah and story of Abu Jandal and Abu Basir. In 6 Hijri, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam along with his Sahaba left for Makkah to perform the Umrah journey to Makkah. The Quraysh heard of the news and decided to stop his entry into Makkah, even as a pilgrim, and so he had to camp at Hudaybiyah. The devoted Sahaba, 14 in number, however, wanted to enter even if it involved an open fight. But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam viewed the matter differently, and in spite of the Sahaba's eagerness to fight, entered into a treaty with the Quraysh, accepting their conditions in full. This one-sided and seemingly ungraceful truce was a very bitter pill for the Sahaba to swallow, but their devotion to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would not allow them to differ, and even such a brave man as Umar radiallahu anhu could not but submit to his decision. According to one of the articles of the treaty, persons embracing Islam during the period of the truce were to be returned to kuffar, it means, but not to the deserters from the Muslims to be to the Quraysh, but not so the deserters from the Muslims to the Quraysh. Abu Jandal radiallahu anhu, a Muslim in Makkah, was suffering great persecution at the hands of the Quraysh. They kept him constantly in chains. They kept him constantly in chains. Zanjir. On hearing about the arrival of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Hudaybiyah, he escaped somehow and managed to reach the Muslim camp at a time when the truce was about to be signed. His father, Suhail, till then a non-Muslim, he was not a Muslim at the time of this truce, was the envoy of the Quraysh in the negotiations for the truce. He slapped Abu Jandal radiallahu anhu on his face and insisted on taking him back to Makkah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that since the truce had not till then been written, it did not apply to Abu Jandal's case. Suhail, however, would not listen to any argument and was not inclined to leave his son with the Muslims, even at the personal request of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and would have foregone the truce even. Abu Jandal radiallahu anhu, recounting his hardships, complained at the top of his voice, but much to the grief of the Sahaba. The Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam agreed to his return. He, however, enjoined patience on his saying, "Don't lose hope, Abu Jandal. Allah Ta'ala will shortly open a way out for you." After the truce was signed and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had returned to Medina, another Meccan Muslim, Abu Basir radiallahu anhu, escaped to Medina and sought Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's protection. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam refused to accept his request and in deference to the truce conditions handed him over to the two persons who had been sent by the Quraysh to claim him. He, however, advised him, as he had advised Abu Jandal radiallahu anhu, to be patient and to wait for the help of Allah Ta'ala. Wait the help of Allah Ta'ala. When Abu Basir and his escort were on their way back to Makkah, Abu Basir radiallahu anhu said to one of them, said to Kafir, "Friend, your sword is very fine." Abu Basir said, "Friend," said to Kafir, "Friend, your sword is very fine." The man flattered and took it out from the sheath and said, "Yes, it is really very fine, and I have tried it on so many persons." Kafir said, "I have tried on many persons. Astaghfirullah. You can have a look at it." Most foolishly, he gave the sword to Abu Basir radhiyallahu anhu, who immediately tried it on its owner and killed him. Abu Basir radhiyallahu anhu killed the kafir. The other man ran away and reached Medina to complain to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In the meantime, Abu Basir radhiyallahu anhu also arrived. He said to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "O Rasul of Allah Ta'ala, you returned me once and fulfilled the conditions of the peace pact. I had no obligations and I managed my escape from them by this trick, as I was afraid of their forcing me to leave Islam." To leave Islam, astaghfirullah. Kuffar wanted that Sahaba should leave Islam. Astaghfirullah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "He is a warmonger. He is a warmonger." Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said about Sahabi, "He is a warmonger. I wish he would be helped." Abu Basir radhiyallahu anhu understood from this that he would be returned to Quraysh again when they demanded him. He therefore left Medina and fled to a place in the desert on the seashore. Abu Jandal radhiyallahu anhu also managed to escape and joined him there. More Muslims of Makkah followed him, and in a few days, quite a small group of such Sahaba gathered in the wilderness. Some Sahaba gathered in the wilderness. All the Sahaba who escaped from Kufar went there. They had to undergo untold sufferings in the desert where there was neither habitation nor vegetation. All the Saudi Arabia area above 97% is deserted. They, however, being bound by no treaty, proved a great nuisance for the Quraysh by dealing blow after blow on their caravans passing that way. This compelled the Quraysh to approach Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and request him to intervene and call them to Medina. Call them to Medina, so that they might be bound by the terms of the treaty. First, the Kuffar forced that they would not leave the Muslims, new Muslim, and now they are telling that may be bound of treaty, like other Muslims, and the caravans might pass in safety. It is said that Abu Basir radhiyallahu anhu was on his deathbed when the letter sent by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam permitting their return to Medina reached them. He died while holding Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's letter in his hand. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Allah. Great sufferings. Allah. No power on earth can make a person give up his faith, provided it is a true faith. Moreover, Allah Ta'ala has given an assurance to help those who are true Muslims. So this was the story of Abu Basir and Abu Jandal radhiyallahu anhum ajmain. They gave great sacrifices for Iman, and we are Muslims. Alhamdulillah. We did not give any sacrifices for Islam because our birth was in a Muslim family. We are Muslim. We recited Kalma La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah in the home of our beloved parents. They were Muslim, so we are Muslim. What is sacrifice? So we do not know how Islam reached us, on us. We should follow Islam. It is our responsibility, and it is our need. It is the need of the hour that we should pass our time to follow the teaching of Islam. We should follow the teaching of Quran. We should follow the teaching of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is last prophet, we are